What road are you on? This is a question that hit me yesterday after I saw a message, and that got me thinking. I can't just assume that the destination I want is just going to get to me without taking a road to it. So you and I can agree that it's not enough to wish that we were somewhere. We have to take a route. We have to make a decision and use a certain road to get there. See, in the same way, every day our choices become a reflection of what road we choose to be on. See, I made a decision to move from one state to another. And as I made that decision, I had to travel by road for about 21 hours. And there was a point in my journey where I came to an unfamiliar road. And that road was so narrow and so steep that the decisions that I had to make on that road was different from when I found myself on a broader road with more lanes. See, that taught me that I had to be more careful and more intentional about my turn, about my speed, about the way I was applying the brakes. Everything I did was intentional because I knew that this was the route that would get me to the destination that I seek. So today, the question you need to ask yourself is, are you on the road that will get you to the destination that you seek? See, Jesus Christ made it clear to us in Matthew chapter 7 verse 14 that there are two roads. Either we are on the straight and the narrow road that leads to life, or we find ourselves on a broader road that leads to destruction. And what actually intrigues me about his two analogy, or the analogy of the two roads, is that one of them has only few people on it, another has a lot of people in it. So that tells me that popular opinion does not always make something right. However, when we decide to look for what is true and what truly aligns with what our values are, we find ourselves on that path that will lead us to that expected destination. See, God wants to lead us back to himself because he has a plan, not just for this lifetime, but for the life to come. So in a time and a season like this, where so many things can be hanging up in the air, it's so easy to go with what is popular. It's so easy to go with what seems befitting in the moment, because after all, you may be tired or you may be frustrated. But I want you to know that even in times like this, God has a beautiful plan to bring us to himself, to get our attention, and to get our lives orchestrated in a manner where he gets us on a path that is aligned to his purposes and intents for us. What road are you on? See, it's easy for us to veer onto a road of unforgiveness. It's easy for us to veer onto a road of slander. It's easy to veer onto a road of hatred. And you know what? It's a lot more intentional to choose a road of kindness. It is more intentional to choose a road of love, unconditional love. It is more intentional to choose a road of peace. But to make this choice, you need to understand the one that can get you on that path, and that is Jesus Christ. In John 14:6, he says that he is the way, the truth, and the life, and no one comes to the Father except by him. He's made it clear that he is the road. So if you ever want to get closer to God, if you want to get reconciled with God, you need to get on the path that Jesus Christ has laid for us. You know what I love? That God never makes it difficult for us to connect to him. And he never tells you that it is too late, at least not right now. So today, if you're listening to me, I want you to ask yourself, what road are you on?